Hi there, Sue. This is Sheena, and as promised, I'll go ahead and give you a review on your website and GBP. And three things I want to be able to discuss are both of those and your competition. I know that you haven't launched your website as of yet, but this might help you get a really good feel and direction as to where to go and what to do. Um, and I'm going to be discussing the performance behind, the performance basically of your competition since you don't have it as of yet, and what it should look like and what it will look like if your website and your Google business profile is well optimized. So, um, first things first, of course, Google. We already know that Google is the number one search engine all throughout the world. So we want to be found here, especially in this hero section. When your seller types in their keyword, then you want to be showing up for those, right? And a lot of our sellers, customers, however you want to call it, 72% of their buying decision goes to here, right? So, and the lower you get to the page, the lesser chances of you getting chosen, getting picked, getting that exposure. So if you are in second page or further, so we want to be, our goal is to be in this section, right? So there are ads here. Some searches don't have ads. Some searches have, handful, like sometimes five here, five at the bottom. So just really depends, but this is what it looks like for Indianapolis for this specific keyword. And the great thing about ads is that you can appear on the top if you purchase for that keyword, right? But however, the downfall is that you pay per click. So if one click um, is $25 to $50, then that's how much you'll be paying. So the great thing about search engine optimization, about be going organic, is that you can have multiple traffic, and you will not you will not be charged per click or per traffic, or how much ever traffic you have. So that's a great thing about that. So I'm going to be discussing this part right here. This is Google Business Profile. And third, if you are in this spot, of course, is the same as when you search for restaurants. We usually choose, psychologically, whoever are the top people right here, right? So, um, if you click onto further, you will have, sometimes there will be like, more pages on there. This one is just one, so that's good. It's not going to be hard to rank for this. And few things that you want to be able to do. Well, first things first, this is Google Map Pack. This is a section where you want to be, and this is Google Business Profile. So your Google Business Profile has to be, you have to enroll it, right? It's totally separate from your website, but it's connected to your website. But your Google Business Profile is, should consist of the exact name that you want to put out there. I did research on your name. However, it's showing that it has a name um that sounds like, it's a different niche, right? Like property management. So I would be careful with that name, just because it can get confusing. I've done this before, as to where my client had a similar name as someone else, and it's really hard to rank just because Google is getting conflicted with the name. So you just have to be very, very careful, and carrying that brand, right? So Ben buys indie houses. So just for example, that, and you want this to be found in each and every single information all over the internet. Next will be your reviews. If you have helped someone, make sure that you actively ask for reviews so that, of course, you establish that credibility. Although it's not really gonna break it, but it helps boost your profile. I've ranked, you know, I've placed one in first page without a review, but when I did, it boosted up to top 3. So you just want to be very active in that. And then, of course, having the photos in there. If you can upload 200 photos, then do that, right? Have a daily post on there. Have all the information has to be the same. Your hours of operation, phone number, your description, and your address, your phone number. Everything has to be consistent online. Next, will be the directories. So if they are listed in 50 directories, then you have to be listed in 50 as well, plus more. And that will really help you out, be on top here. So Ben Buys Indie Houses is really doing good in Indianapolis. So is it Indianapolis? All right. So, yeah, so Indianapolis, I had to check and make sure Indianapolis is going to be, one of your top um, cities that you will be catering to. And of course, we're not going to trap you and, box you into one city. You can dominate it, one at a time. But Indianapolis will be the best to start, just based off of research. So you don't have website right now, but let's go ahead and look at Ben buys indie houses.com. So as we can see, there's phone number there. There's, form. As much as possible, we want to be able to have the form ready, available for everyone, so that they can see right away. So if they try to get a hold of you, then they can, and they cannot get a hold of you, then they can fill out the form quickly. If you have video testimonials or just introducing yourself, that will be really good. And two things that Google loves, since it sends its crawler bots to each and every single website 24/7, 7 days a week, and that will be command content, which is, ideally having 15 to 2,000 key or words in your homepage. And that helps out, really be able to establish who you are, your processes, who you cater to, why you're helping them out, like step by step information, testimonials, and all of that good stuff. So even those photos has to have those keywords as well. So second will be the keywords. So this is the same keyword that your sellers are looking for, right? So if sell house fast Indianapolis is big, then we include that in our website so that you are appearing and showing up for those keywords, right? So we can see that. I know it sounds like there's just so many words, but of course, the more words, the more, information about your company is, the better. Because worst case scenario, if people really want to know about you, then, Google knows that you are someone who is really credible. You have power, you have authority, right? So that's kind of the sign of you being really established out there. All right, so I have with me Ahrefs, and this is a tool that I use in order for us to be able to determine what their backend performance is. So don't be kind of confused with all the other information. We're just going to be tackling this part right here. So UR rating is your trust rating, credibility rating, trust score. and DR rating will be the power of your domain. And both of them has to be relatively the same, and the highest is 100. So this one is looking good. And then backlinks will be basically a shout out of your website by another website saying that, what's your Bluebird Property Solutions LLC is the best investment company in, Indianapolis, or just basically putting you in a blog or, directory. So your referring domains will be those websites that houses those your links, right? Those backlinks, and they can transfer power, credibility, and authority to your website. So these two impacts these two. So next will be your organic keywords, right? So organic keywords, let me break down a few information here. Volume means that there are about 400 searches, 400 search volume, or let me go put that back. All right, so there are about, for this one, 200 search volume for this keyword of same keyword here, right? Keyword of sellers. And this one, keyword difficulty, means how difficult it is to rank those keywords. 0 being the easiest and 100 being the hardest. And this one will be position, which means if you are here, then you're position number 1. So it's not necessarily page 1, right? You can be in position number 5 and be in page 2. It just depends on how the page is portioned out. But our goal is to be in the position number 1 because it lands in this hero section, right? So you are still seen in this part right here. So, we buy houses Indianapolis has 150 searches, so we definitely want that to be in our website. What else? Ben buys in the house. We buy houses Greenfield. So if this is Indiana, you want that to be in there as well. So anything that has high volume and low keyword difficulty, even those high keyword difficulty, sometimes you show up there, out of nowhere. So we buy houses in Indiana, 150 searches per month. So doing that, as a result, if you have those efforts that I've just discussed, it will help you get potentially even this traffic, organic traffic, right? So if there are about 788 per month organic traffic for Ben buys in the houses, just imagine if there are 10 people, you've converted 10 people to call you, right? 78, 79 people, and you convert 10% of them. So that's going to be a really good profit. That's a return of investment for you. So we're now no longer just creating a business card, but we are also creating an asset, a lead generating website. In a Google business profile. But hopefully this helped out. If you have any questions, let me know. I do want to get your insight. I want to check and see how it's working out for you. Other than that, you have a pleasant week. Bye.